So moving on now to the Pelicans, talking about rebuilding. They have CJ McCollum. We talked about Zion Williamson. It seems like we're always trying to figure out when is he coming back? When is he coming back? When is he coming back? When is he coming back, Kurt? So when you look at that New Orleans team, what do you love? What do you hate? Where do they need to go?
It's so hard to get a read on them until you get Zion in that mix, right? Like, I think, by the way, you're not going to see him this year, but he is on Instagram throwing down between the leg off the backboard dunks. So, he still got his hops. It is such a weirdly run organization, and it's really, look, McCollum's a win now guy. He, much like we were talking about Lillard, he's not a young player anymore, right? Like, you bring him in to win now. He's been good. Brandon Ingram is an all-star level player. There's good talent there. If you play those two with Zion, and Zion can play 70 games, give or take, 65 games, how good is this team? They strike me as a playoff team, but I need to see it, right? And Willie Doreen, I think, has done a great job. They got a steal in the draft. Herb Jones might be the steal of the draft. That guy is already a really strong defensive player. He's starting to provide a little offense. Like, there's a lot to like there, but I don't know what to make of them until I see them with Zion for an extended period of time.
Yeah, I think that is like the ultimate comment right there on New Orleans. Like, refrain from judgment until you see the team with Zion for a full season.
Yeah.
Right. And that's been one of the issues that we've seen. Like, so it's very difficult when you think about it as an organization. As fans, it's difficult because we love watching exceptional ball players play ball, and that's what Zion is. As an organization, you can only imagine, especially when you think about rookie deals, like all trying to build around, like, how do you compliment Zion, but then, he's not on the court. So it is probably a conundrum from their perspective, trying to fill this out with contracts and with pieces. So talk about a knot that I do not want to untie, right? That's complicated.
And they've got a tough look. They've got the big decision this summer. I don't even really think it's going to be that much of a decision. He's eligible. Zion is eligible for a rookie contract extension. In the 85 games he's played over 3 years, I think it's 85. It's right around there, which is one season out of 3, basically. He's been the best interior scorer in the league, 27 points on 61% shooting last year. He's a force of nature. But I almost, it's going to be like Joel Embiid bet. I think we've talked about this before. You're going to, the Sixers extended Joel Embiid after 31 games and bet that he was going to become the guy we now see. Are the Pelicans willing to make that bet on Zion?
I think they should. I mean, that's my whole point, though, is that it's fun. It's funny because it's almost like a no-brainer because there just aren't Zions. Like, no one just makes Zions. You know what I'm saying? So it's like a no-brainer. Like, bet on him for the long run. He's so young too, and this is what I love. What Steve Kerr talking about James Wiseman. It's like, be patient. He's like 20 years old, right? so like, that's the one thing. It's like, look, with Zion, there aren't Zions, and we talked about players who can play for a long period of time into their late 30s. If that's the case, and even with that stat that you mentioned, it's not a flattering stat, but you're looking at 15 more years of Zion potentially, right? So look, like, from my perspective, you bet on a guy like Zion because you're never going to get another Zion, anytime soon, unless you're willing to pay $250 million, So, and can New Orleans do that? So they're in the perfect position, but it's so tough because at the same time, it's a catch-22. You have the dream scenario. You have one of the most marketable players in the world and one of the best talents in the world, but he's not healthy. How do you build around that? Like, it's like almost like throwing darts in the dark, like, will CJ work? Will Brandon work? It's like, how do you do it? And so we're watching in real time. It's a fascinating experiment.